I used to say that ministry would be an excellent job if it wasn't for the people. And I kind of said it in jest as a joke. But part of me really did believe it, where, sometimes, just doing the tasks and doing the things that are involved in ministry, and especially worship ministry. And if you are even in high school and in charge of scheduling and all that stuff, you're going to be dealing with people. And you know what? It is true. It would be just the tasks itself would be not that hard to do if only people would respond to your planning center invites or your text messages. But you know what? This is the world we live in. You're going to be dealing with people. Now, before we get into really the practical steps of what you need to do in order to make planning and people management part of worship leadership run really smooth, what you need to remember is this: that the ultimate goal here is for you to have the most flexibility and the most freedom possible, but also for you to feel how Jesus feels about the people in your church. Okay. And so, as frustrating as it can be to work with some people, what you're going to be doing is you're going to help establish a culture that knows how to operate well and knows how to function inside of the church in order to get a really beautiful thing created, which is a wonderfully planned worship set. And everybody's going to feel like they know what's going on. Everybody's going to feel equipped to do ministry really well. I mean, that's ultimately Colossians 3:16. We're giving people songs, hymns, and spiritual songs so that they can be equipped to do ministry, right? And so as the scheduler, as the manager of the people, that's what you're doing. You're equipping people to do ministry well. Now, sometimes that means that they need some help getting equipped, right? And particularly that means that you're going to have to be in communication with them throughout the course of the week. It would be lovely if we could just send an email on Planning Center, have it automated, have Planning Center automatically schedule everybody, send out emails, everybody accept, and everybody show up. That would be lovely. And Planning Center could actually do that for you. And you don't necessarily have to use Planning Center. That's how I'm going to show you how to do this. But I'm going to go through some other ways to go about setting yourself up with scheduling people and songs in a way that can really work without Planning Center. But Planning Center has a lot of automated things where it could do that for you. The problem is that your people would actually have to respond to those emails, and they would actually have to accept, and they would actually have to show up for rehearsals and show up on time. And so just prepare yourself. You're going to be dealing with people. Okay. You know that you're not always on time. You know that maybe you're a creative, or maybe you're not. Maybe you're somebody who really likes the administrative work. But regardless, you're going to be dealing with people who have opposite tendencies and opposite personalities than you. Okay. You're going to have people who show up every time they're scheduled, sick in sickness and in health, for richer or for poor. They're going to show up, they're going to be well prepared, and they're going to be expecting everybody to show up on time. And then you're going to have the hyper creatives who just, march to the beat of their own drummer. They're incredibly talented, but maybe they're a little bit flaky, and you're going to have to deal with that. Okay. So let's talk about how you can set yourself up. And this first session after this one is going to be all about how to set yourself up for success and communicate with your team without the use of Planning Center. And then we'll get into how to use Planning Center specifically. And I'll walk you through how to do that well, so that you're not spending all day on Planning Center, so that you can plan things in batches, so you can plan things very quickly, and get to the good stuff, right? Which is actually being with the people. Once you get all the people in the room, things usually go a lot better. And so there is some work that has to happen before the people are in the room. And if this is your responsibility, then buckle up, because it can be really challenging, and people can really get discouraged through this. But you can also set yourself up for a lot of success and a lot more freedom and flexibility inside of both your worship sets and your just scheduling life. It's really nice to know kind of what's coming. So let's get started.